passive aggressive towards any of our
I say
programs.
10.
Okay,
No,
we're gonna get started. This is just a project for our Intro to Advertising research class, and we're doing it on energy drinks with focus on Red Bull. And I have to read you just our little thing. Hello and welcome to the focus group. My name's Daniel Slivak, and today, along with help my fellow group members and yourselves, we will be conducting a focus group for our Intro to Advertising research class. This discussion group will be videotaped, as you guys all signed and agreed to that consent form. And notes will be recorded for the duration of the process, so please try to and speak one at a time and as clear as possible and loudly too. That's where you should project your voice too. Feel comfortable to participate and keep your answers as honest and elaborate as possible. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers, and all opinions are important, confidential, and anonymous. We won't be saying who you guys are. And the session will be documented and notes will be recorded. To get things started, we're gonna go around and just have a quick icebreaker. So could everybody state your name and something you like to do in your spare time? And I'll go first. My name's Dan and I like to swim.
My name's Craig, and I like to hang out with my friends.
Name? Okay. My name's Henry, and I like to play badminton and watch movies.
My name's Sarah. I like to run.
I'm Caitlin. I like to play volleyball.
I'm Wenda, and I like watching movies and listening to music.
My name is Norman. I like to listen to music and play basketball.
My name's Henry. I like to play ice hockey.
I'm Claire. I like to cook.
I'm Sydney. I like to shop.
I'm Aaron. I like to play ball and play ping pong.
I'm Hejan and I like to listen to music.
I'm Bud and I like all sports.
I'm Diana. I like to sleep and
Hejan.
And I'm Kennedy, and I like to eat.
Just a side note, if everybody can raise your speaking voices just a little more when you're talking. Okay, we're gonna get started with, if somebody can just answer, whoever wants to go first, and describe how they use caffeinated beverages, whether it be coffee, Monster, or anything like that. Does anybody want to go first, or do I have to pick something?
I'll go first. I use Red Bull usually when I have to study late at night, and I use just how low do you want me to be, Dan? I use regular coffee every 3 times out the week, whenever I'm feeling sluggish in the morning.
Is there any particular place where you buy them?
Well, 7-Eleven.
Okay. Anybody else want to go? Talk about your caffeine.
I'll go. Okay, I don't drink energy drinks, but I do drink coffee probably 2 to 3 times a week, but only in the morning. Black, and probably only 1 cup. Unless I get a fun latte or something from Starbucks later, but that's about it.
Where do you get your coffee?
Either Dunkin' or Starbucks. Does soda count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I drink a lot of that. But randomly.
I was gonna say, I drink a lot of soda, my friend works for Red Bull, so I get a shitload of Red Bull. So I'm drinking that all the time, at night, in a tech. But other than that, I drink coffee too. I don't drink black though. I think that's that's if you get black coffee, that's you're up all day. You know what I mean? All night. But yeah.
That's the food.
Anybody else wanna?
I drink Red Bull just for party because I can't take alcohol, so I just use Red Bull. And I take coffee almost every day, so black. Yeah.
Like Henry, I drink coffee almost every day, especially in the weekday. And I drink Red Bull or hot six I don't know whether it is Korean brand, but it is kind of Red Bull. And I drink an energy drink before the exam when I have to stay up all the night.
Okay. Okay.
I use soda for chasers because I don't like soda.
Feel you.
Yeah. I used to drink energy drinks, this stuff called Excess. It's like with the Amway business, but then I stopped, so I don't drink those anymore. And I don't drink coffee unless I'm trying to stay up too. So.
Okay. If we can just go around and state our favorite energy drink or something with caffeine in it. It could be what brand of soda, which energy drink brand, coffee, or anything, just to state it by the numbers. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. I guess Starbucks coffee.
I guess Red Bull and coffee.
I would say Starbucks coffee.
I would say Dunkin' coffee.
Yeah, Monster and Red Bull.
Do you have a preference between the two?
No.
No. Okay.
That's fine.
Cherry Pepsi and Starbucks.
Okay.
I'd say Monster.
Starbucks coffee.
0 calorie Red Bull. Starbucks coffee and Diet Coke.
Sorry. Okay, what is the reasons that you guys chose those brands? And it can be reasons for taste, for the reputation, like the two different coffee company, Dunkin' and Starbucks. Why you prefer Starbucks over Dunkin'? It could be taste, or it could be because, I don't know, you like
Location
the
in your
Starbucks.
house
Yeah.
and any variable really.
And just.
I think I like Starbucks better than Dunkin' Donuts because I feel like they have more options as far as like coffee and tea.
You could talk about Red Bull, whichever one you said, and then just say why you chose it over the other brands.
I chose Red Bull because, mostly because the commercial. I only saw Red Bull commercials online or on TV, and I heard that they add cocaine in a small amount of cocaine in the Red Bull. Just I don't know, a few years ago. I don't know, but I'm still expecting that there will be a little bit less, a little bit of what in the Red Bull today now. So I just chose that, and I haven't tasted other brands. So yeah, I'm not going to change.
You like coffee in here?
No. Just there's something new.
Okay, I chose Starbucks. I mean, I just prefer it because my family has drank Starbucks my entire life, so that's kind of what I started with.
Do you have like a view of the brand of Starbucks over Dunkin', like the kind of people that go there?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more expensive, but I do think you taste the difference.
I chose Dunkin' over Starbucks because one, it's closer to my apartment. Not that much closer, but it's also cheaper than Starbucks, and I just think Starbucks coffee is too strong. And I like the taste of Dunkin' better.
Yeah, I chose Monster because there's a lot of advertisements, and the word Monster gave you a sense of like a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I chose Monster.
You chose it because you see Monster advertisements more than you would see like Rockstar or Red Bull or something.
Yeah.
I chose Starbucks because of location. Like if I'm in a tech or something like that, it's right downstairs. Instead of me going all the way to Dunkin', which is all the way over there. So, and then it tastes better to me. Although it is kind of high, it's like, at least it's like a little bit stronger.
So out of convenience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I chose Monster over like other energy drinks because I think not only does it taste better, but I also think they're a little stronger than most. I mean, that's just me. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think Monster works the best for me.
Okay.
I chose Starbucks because when I went to the grocery store to buy coffee to like make it home, that was the only brand that I really recognized. So.
It's brand recognition.
I chose Red Bull because it's convenient, and I feel like coffee, by the time you add like the additives that they have at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, it's a lot of calories, so I just get the Red Bull 0 calorie because I don't have time for calories.
I chose Starbucks because of the taste. Me and Haejong usually drink coffee that we bought in the fresh grocer, and we first bought Starbucks coffee and it was really good. But after we tried another one to save our money, but it was really bad, so we now trust Starbucks.
Okay. We're gonna change things a little bit and get more into a Red Bull territory. In terms of what we were just talking about, why you chose brands. This is about the Red Bull brand. And I just want to know what each of you guys think. What comes to mind when you just think Red Bull? The words, the phrase, see the logo with the two Red Bulls facing each other. You see a can of Red Bull. Like, what first comes to mind?
Wings. Yeah, I would say the commercial Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah.
That's and then probably I was about to say the colors blue, silver, and red.
Okay. Anybody else? It doesn't have to.
I think masculinity. They always they always sponsor sporting events.
This is really random, but I remember being told like a few years ago that they put like bulls pee in it, so that's what I think of when I see it.
I heard it was bull semen.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Mixing everything. Cocaine, whatever.
Anybody else want to?
Like when I think about it, like have you ever seen the movie Yes Man?
Yeah.
When you took a whole bunch of Red Bull, like that's what I think about. So I think like
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Right. If I take a whole bunch of Red Bulls, like I'll be like that. So that's what I think.
Anybody else got anything about that? So then we gotta move into how you guys use them. And you were saying before how you use caffeinated beverages. You might use them in the morning or when you have to study. But when we have to, I want to hear the like clear-cut times, like before you go out to a party, what you need caffeine to wake you up or energy drinks. You mix them with alcohol, so you get even crazier when you're drunk. Like, yeah, those kinds of things. Does anybody have any thoughts about how they use theirs in those particular ways?
It doesn't really matter what time of the day it is, because I usually just drink coffee, I don't drink any kind of energy drink. But it doesn't like keep me up that much, where if I drink it at night, it's going to keep me up all night. But usually I'll just, if I get it in the middle of the day, it's just because I need like a pick-me-up in the middle of the day to keep me up.
Okay.
I drink Red Bull and then Subway Station and chug on that when I'm going to a party.
Okay.
So that's how I drink it.
Okay. And then going back to Red Bull, when you think of it in terms of energy drink brands, even for the non-energy drinkers, what would you say the comparison would be for Red Bull, people who drink Red Bull and Red Bull as a brand, and Monster energy drink, Monster drinkers, Rockstar? Are there clear-cut stereotypes for those people and the whole image that those brands project?
I think more teenagers, like younger teenagers, drink Monster than they would Rockstar or Red Bull.
I would say anybody who's like sophisticated or anything would drink Red Bull. That like it's kind of like with Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. It's kind of like Starbucks is like advertised as a stereotype of like writers or something like that, or like someone who has like a job or something like that. With Dunkin' Donuts, it's like more convenient, like we get it now.
So the cost influences how you view it.
Yeah.
the same way. When you think of Starbucks, you think of that that soccer mom getting her pumpkin spice. But when I think of Dunkin', I think of like a construction worker getting iced coffee. So
You think of America.
yeah, it's like
America runs
what
on
is it?
Exactly.
America runs on Dunkin'. Something like that. So it's the same thing with Red Bull and Monster. But Red Bull is Starbucks and Monster is Dunkin'. No offense.
I think to add to that, like what she's saying, location, because I think there's more Dunkin' Donuts in New England, but they don't have a lot of Starbucks, and here on South there's more Starbucks, so that could probably play a part in it.
So everybody generally agrees that there is sort of a clear-cut difference between the two brands. Same thing with Dunkin', like there is with Dunkin' and Starbucks, the people who consume Dunkin' versus Starbucks and Monster and Red Bull. That's just, okay. Have there been any advertisements for energy drinks? This is just energy drinks now. That you remember seeing, whether it be a commercial or any kind of branding or advertisement that you guys remember in particular?
They have a little Red Bull car.
Okay, Red Bull
Yeah.
car.
Free samples.
Free samples. Okay.
The cartoon commercial for the Red Bull, I don't really remember it, but I just remember he had like wings. Yeah.
Anything from any of the other like Monster energy drink commercials, or I don't think Rockstar has any commercials,
I don't think I've ever seen the
or anywhere that you've been that was sponsored by those by those brands.
The only thing I really remember is like at the end of the Monster commercials, they would always have like someone with claws like scratch the screen, and then the green would come out and they would just say Monster at the end or something. And then like there's a Red Bull food tag or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I guess, would you say any of these advertisements have increased your the visibility of the brand and made you want to drink the energy drink? Like you said earlier that you drank Red Bull because that was the only one you'd seen.
Yeah. Because I think it's because the commercial. Because I didn't have the need to drink any kind of energy drink, but and I know nothing about that. And when I start to have a need, and I would just automatically choose the one I've known. Yeah.
I think if companies advertise by giving out free samples, I'd be more susceptible to drinking them. Just because, I mean, I'm not going to drink it if it's not free because I don't drink it anyway, but if they're going to hand me a free one, I'll take it.
Yeah. Do you think, as a group or individually, that any of these Red Bull or Monster, the companies themselves, are targeting a certain group, or do they target individual groups? Would you say you feel that you've been targeted?
I would say Dunkin' definitely targets, like I said, like the working class, like hardworking everyday people. Where Starbucks, it targets a more well-off audience, because people like sit down in Starbucks and they have their laptop open and it's more leisure. And like the names, like what's a grande, like like the culture, and they call their people baristas. So yeah.
To piggyback off what you said, like there's a commercial that Starbucks did that like it's like a texting thing, and it's like it has a background noise, you can hear somebody texting, and then it just fades out and it's like they're in person. So it's kind of like telling like to meet up at Starbucks and have more like personal contact. So like I feel like that it coincides with what you were saying too.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's more of just like a sit down, enjoy it, with Dunkin's has like grab and go.
Do you think these like work in bringing in the sort of clientele that they are projecting out that they want? like Starbucks, do you think it's successful in the kind of people it's trying to procure to come drink its coffee, and same with Dunkin' Donuts?
I mean, they both always have long lines, so I don't know if that answers your question, but they're both doing well.
Just to piggyback off of his last question, when you guys, if anyone's ever ordered from Chegg, they usually send a can of Red Bull with that. What do you guys, has anybody like gotten that Red Bull and like, you know what, I kind of like this flavor? Like last semester they sent me their new cranberry flavored. You know what I mean? And I liked it. I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I still drink the original. But has anybody else had that experience from either Red Bull or another drink? Or they just gave it to you and you're like, you know what, I kind of like this. Then you went and bought another one after you drank your free one? No?
So this comes back to the what you were saying earlier about the free samples. Had you, with any other products, not just Red Bull, but I know Vita Coco does it too at college events, but the use of giving things out for free, has that ever affected your buying habits? Because I never thought to try this, but now I get it for free, and I actually like it.
Jimmy John's does that. I would say that worked for me.
Okay.
I don't think it works. Well, it may. I don't know. I'm not an advertiser, but I'll just be like, "Oh, this is free," and then I'll
You'll
take
take
it
it.
and I move along with my day. I don't sit there or look at it or read it. I'm just like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I think it depends on how it tastes. Cause last month we went to Oktoberfest and they gave us a kind of coconut coffee milk drink, and it was disgusting, nasty, and no one wants to buy that.
Yeah.
No one would buy that. Yeah. So I think it depends on how it tastes.
It sounds nice.
Have you guys seen it was already said, but have you guys seen the Red Bull trucks on campus and received a free Red Bull at any time?
I don't think I've ever actually taken one because I don't like it, so
Okay.
I don't.
But you've had the option to.
Yeah.
So you do know the truck.
I do. Yeah, well, he said got it and got the drink. I didn't get the drink.
I didn't even know they give out a free drink. I thought that was just like.
A truck? Okay.
Yeah.
And they give me like other stuff too, like they give me this keychain one. Well, somebody gave it to me. It wasn't them, but.
I've even heard a rumor that if you like see the truck driving, you can just stop the truck and they'll give you Red Bulls. Like, they don't have to be parked at it, like just parked waiting to give it. You can see it driving past the tech and just be like, "Yo, what's up?" And they'll stop and give you Red Bulls and keep going with their day.
I think they're gonna hit you if you do that.
You just flag it down.
I know they gave out free Red Bulls for Made in America. Like there were Red Bull trucks everywhere. Like right before you walked in, and like
Did
Red
you
Bull
get
stuff
one?
everywhere. Yeah.
Have you seen them anywhere else besides around Temple?
I mean, at any event, technically. I feel like any concert or anything that's going to partner with Red Bull, faster than they'll partner with like Monster or something like that.
Anything that college students would go to is gonna have energy drinks, I feel. I agree.
Do you think that the truck promotion is a good idea? Do you think it's actually worked in raising awareness of the brand and the amount of drinkers?
I do, because there's a bunch of like sign advertisements everywhere that people don't usually just pay attention anymore, but if somebody sees a car with a big Red Bull on the back, it just sparks interest in it.
I think it has since they keep coming back.
Mm.
So.
Or it hasn't, because they keep coming back.
Well.
I would say maybe it probably doesn't. Like maybe it's like they're just like giving it out. But I don't think customers are gonna go back to the store and buy it because they saw the truck. It's kind of like they probably don't spend a lot on advertisements because we already know Red Bull. There's no
Okay.
need to have a whole bunch of Red Bull signs because we're already programmed to know. So like they can't afford to just like give out free Red Bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you guys seen any other energy drinks? I don't know if Monster does anything on campus, but has there been any other events on Temple's campus or on other college campuses that you've been to that strongly feature energy drink backing.
Freshman year.
It's fine. Where, just with energy drinks on campus, where do you know that they're available and where are you able to purchase them? And where do you normally purchase them?
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven?
Fresh grocer.
Fresh grocer. I don't think there's any other outlets.
For Red Bull?
Yeah, on campus.
I think you can get it in the school store.
Yeah, I think you can get it in the bookstore and then
Right.
in the food way you could probably get it.
And Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like I feel like there's plenty of options, just none really stick in your head. You just instantly think 7-Eleven.
Roger.
7-Eleven.
Any corner store in Philadelphia.
I was about to say, corner store, probably have one.
If the drinks were made more available, like if they had, say, a promotion where they had maybe in the vending machines in dorm rooms or somewhere ridiculously close to where you were, would you be more likely to drink energy drinks if, say, they were the closest option for you? Does proximity affect you that much in your choice in choosing to drink an energy drink?
I say no, because we're in college, so we're pretty like, we're always up and at it. So if it's in the vending machine, that's cool, but it doesn't make a difference to us because we're probably going to pass by 7-Eleven.
No, because we drink energy drink because we need it, because I have to stay awake, not because it is delicious.
Okay. So no one here would be drinking a Red Bull to sub it for it. They only drink it for the energy, or other energy drinks, only for the energy, not because they want to just drink it and sip on one.
No.
Okay. That's what I thought.
They're probably more expensive in a vending machine too.
Yeah. Oh, and on expense, does that, the fact that Red Bull is so expensive per fluid ounce compared to almost any other drink besides alcohol, does that affect how you would view it?
No, because we need it. Like she
You
said.
need it, so you're gonna buy it anyway no matter what.
Say that 12-pack was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Did you buy
20,
that
right?
just for the project?
Yeah, what was it, close to $20?
That's what I
Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you need to buy like 10. Sorry. Like, you just need one. So it's
Yeah.
not that, and maybe you don't need it every single day. So it's not going to be that much of an expense for you.
So the price isn't a big issue for anybody.
I'm sorry.
You'd say it'd be like more of like a one-time thing, once in a while thing.
And you're not going to buy a cheaper one because you don't think it's going to work.
Okay.
Like, if you like this
So
brand.
you trust in it, in the
Yeah.
brand, and that's just like with what you were saying about Starbucks, that it might cost more, but you know you're getting
Right.
what you need. That's
With like the Red Bull, like Red Bull is obviously smaller than the Monster ones, right?
yeah.
So like I feel like Red Bull's probably like targeting like obviously college students or anything that's like fast, like you said, like they want to get it out real quick. So like since it's that one time thing, like just like kind of like with Starbucks, like you're like what the hell is like Grande or whatever, like, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, it's like it has that comparison. Like I would go for a Red Bull faster than a Monster.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna drink all the Monster, and I don't need all that right now. I just need this one thing.
Also, the packaging on Monster it's a little bit much. Red Bull is sleek. It's like more simple.
Kind of like how Apple would be to other competing computer brands. It's the more expensive, but the more streamlined.
Just looks better.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. So thank you for your honest participation and time. Remember, the purpose of our research is to gain insight on our specific subject matter to further our study on marketing objectives towards college target audience. All participants will remain anonymous, and documented material will be used no further than the intentions of Temple University's advertising research course. And feel free to take a Red Bull on your way out, but don't open it until you leave the building.
Well, I'll throw you a couple bucks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's for So now what's our next move? Do we have to type something up or?
Yes. Well, we have to.
Don't forget my
I mean.